first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word Mahabharat is war. When we say war here, it does not just mean foot soldiers or kings fighting. We are talking about godlike warriors fighting the most invincible warriors. If the warriors by themselves were considered undefeatable, then how powerful must their weapons be? So at Simbly Chumma, we present to you the top 5 weapons that were a part of the Kurukshetra war, which are equivalent to today's nuclear or atomic missiles. Number 5. Brahmastra Astra. It is believed that Brahmastra Astra is 4 times powerful than the Brahmastra. The weapon manifested with the 4 heads of Lord Brahma as its tip. It is similar to modern day hydrogen bombs or thermonuclear fusion bombs. The knowledge to invoke this weapon was possessed by Parashurama, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Arjuna and Ashwatthama. At the end of the Kurukshetra war, Ashwatthama devised the Brahmastra Astra from a blade of grass and invoked it against the Pandavas. Arjuna also invoked the same Astra. Number 4. Narayana Astra. Named after Lord Vishnu, this Astra could be obtained from the Lord himself only. This Astra would fire millions of deadly missiles simultaneously. The intensity of the shower increased with resistance. The Narayana Astra could be used only once in a lifetime. If the user were to attempt invoking it a second time, it would rebound on him. Number 3. Brahmanda Astra. This weapon manifested with all the 5 heads of Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma lost his 5th head while against Lord Shiva. This weapon could destroy the entire solar system or the Brahmand, meaning 14 realms. It was Parashurama who taught Bhishma, Drona and Karna the knowledge to invoke this weapon. However, he cursed Karna that he would forget the mantra required to wield the weapon when it was most required, as he had lied to Parashurama about being a Brahmin. Number 2. Bhargavastra. This weapon is equivalent to Brahmastra Astra. Hindu scriptures say that it could cause the oceans to boil due to its heat and earth and mountains to float in air, and everything would burn without even leaving ashes. When this weapon was used for defensive purposes or as a counter to Brahmastra or Brahmastra Astra, it neutralized them. Dronacharya invoked it against the Pandavas. However, on request of the gods, he withdrew the weapon as it could completely annihilate the planet, but not before it completely destroyed one huge part of the Pandava army. Parashurama blessed Karna with the knowledge to invoke this weapon and also presented him a bow for being a conscientious student. Number 1. Pashupata Astra. Hindu scriptures mention that this Astra was the most destructive personal weapon of Lord Shiva, Goddess Kali and Goddess Adi Parashakti. It can be discharged by mind, eyes, word or a bow. It was never to be used against lesser enemies or warriors. It was capable of killing all living beings and reducing everything in its path to mere ashes. When released, the weapon summoned several monsters and a huge spirit which personified the weapon. Each time the weapon was summoned, its head was never the same. This weapon had to be obtained from Lord Shiva directly. Arjuna conducted penance and obtained this Astra from Lord Shiva, but never used it in the war. Pashupatastra is the most destructive, powerful, irresistible weapon of all weapons mentioned in the Hindu mythology. What do you think of this list? Please send us your comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button. Stay tuned to our channel for many more interesting videos.